Today we're going over what are UPBs in Starfinder. Before we go too much into this, I want to remind you all to subscribe and share us with your friends so that we can keep doing our monthly giveaways. And if you want us to languish in obscurity, screw you, dude. We try hard on these. Anyway, UPBs, they start on page 233 of the Starfinder core rulebook, and they are chiefly a currency. They can be found in the Pact Worlds, as well as the Veskyria and the Atlantis Star Empire, just because of the value of these items being not only a commodity, but also something that can trade and repair, as well as create pretty much anything with enough ingenuity and spare parts. The exchange rate with UPBs is basically 1-to-1 with credits, so you don't have to worry about being shystered on these if you are, say, in Absalom Stage and you're trying to book a room in the Four Seasons. However, if you are using a dark money there, you might get a few looks. I would definitely say that UPBs could maybe get a higher exchange rate than credits if you are on, say, a frontier world, or if you're trading with those who definitely prize their anonymity over, the value of something like black market traders, or if you're being hired by someone who respects anonymity, would like to keep a transaction as quiet as possible. Something like how cash in our world could be valued over, say, a PayPal transaction because of that just feeling that a physical money could give you. UPBs can be found on certain barter towns and frontier worlds for sure. Also black market and niche traders. Their usefulness doesn't just simply stop as another form of currency. They are also a valuable tool for crafters, whether they be technological, hybrid, or magic items. If you want to take a look at our What is Crafting video, I recommend checking that if you're looking into building things, repairing things there for that. Versatile. More so even if you are in a certain world where you are being chased, or it's a backwater where there's not, say, a vendor nearby, but your group has taken some damage to their items and so repair is necessary. There's one right there. Or if you want to spend some time crafting, say, a mask or some extra bullets for your group, UPBs are definitely more valuable than, say, just some credits that your group would have lying around, because you can't stab somebody with the money chip unless you decide to file it down, and that would ruin the money chip. If you want to reward your group monetarily, but it would seem really weird or out of place for your space goblin, even the space goblin captain, to drop a credit chip worth a few thousand credits, or that mercenary that's been hunting your group to drop even more so, I would definitely recommend putting a few bags of UBPs on them. They are about a bulk per 1,000 credits, so there's a little bit of a trade-off there, but it would definitely seem more thematic and in place, especially if they're from a different system such as the Veskyria. For GMs out there, I would also recommend stashing these away in mechanic toolkits, secret stashes, and definitely science officer quarters for when you want to reward a group or investigating a place rather than just simply lying around a credit stick somewhere, or say a jewel, which would seem really weird. Maybe, UPBs would fit the bill more for that. These could also be found with and on mercenaries or Aeon guards, since you typically don't carry your wallet with you if you're going to murder someone, but you would probably keep something with you that can be used to both sell or bribe people, as well as repairing your armor or guns when you do need to track somebody for a while and you don't know how far you're going to go out. One thing with how versatile they are, however, they cannot be used to make things such as food and consumables. Even though they are the size of a grain of rice, don't eat these or you may choke and die, or mess up your teeth because eating metal rice. A few notes to take away from UPBs is that they can be used to create and repair hybrid magic and technological items. They are an untraceable dark money, as well as maybe a higher value among frontier worlds. And they can be found just about anywhere, whether they be on Aeon, Pact, or Vesk systems, or even more. Say if you travel out further, if you're on a backwater planet such as Planet Money from our playlist, that certainly would have helped Baylor and his group. If they did have a few thousand UPBs on them, they could have ruled over that planet like angry gods with, technology that can be used to create or repair most things mundane and magical, but they didn't, so nerds to them. One extra that I'll put on there about UPBs is that while they can be used to repair constructs, SROs, and mechanical drones, I would say that, maybe with a little bit of ingenuity, probably a higher skill check, whether it be engineering or mysticism, probably physical science in there as well, they could heal even an android character. I know I've asked around this on the Facebooks and the Twitters and all that good stuff. Some answers have been yes, some answers have been no. It's been sort of a gray area, but I would allow it, just simply because it helps the group out more to be able to maybe slather on some UPBs onto their fallen Android friend to repair some of their circuitry and servos and whatnot. The no's I've gotten from this have been mostly because they are biomechanical in nature, and certain things like cell membranes and circulatory system and whatnot that might call for things like healing serums or magic because of how complex they are. But I'll leave that up to you. Would you allow somebody in your game to heal an Android character with UPBs? Yes? Or, screw your Androids, they ain't humans? Let me know in the comments down below. And I want to say thank you again for watching 20 Sided Nights, and have a good day.